Hey everyone, welcome back to my guide on how to do elf. We are currently trying to lure out as many elves as we can one at a time into our kill hole. Okay, we got the Blade Master who's listed as red, which is for someone who has AC, he's not actually that scary. It's XP and all the same. He's fast, that's the main thing. And he has two weapons, so you see he can hit for up to 25 plus the rapier. And then 25 plus the rapier. So I guess it's kind of like a Hydra in that he's hitting you for multiple attacks. If you have AC, he's not too scary. If you're a mage and he gets on top of you, you're in trouble. And we've also seen the Elementalist. The best tip for if you actually are struggling with the Blade Master is that he cannot see invisible. So why don't I have a potion of invisibility? What am I? This is backslash, by the way. If I then hit hyphen, I can see my unidentified things. So we have a potion of beneficial mutation, experience, invis, magic. That means our two unidentified potions here are some of those four. Magic does nothing, and the others are nice to have now. It's probably not experience, so we're probably holding invis and magic. I'm gonna quaff one, and if it's not invis, I'll quaff the other. Hey, we did it. Looks like maybe they can, because that guy can still see me. Yeah, he can see invis. So we'll keep fighting in this stone bit, so they can't do their stupid stone wall blowing up thing and kill hell. There's the Annihilator. He's the one who can do the crystal sphere. Not a banisher though. The banisher dudes are the purple ones and are they orange? I don't know. No, they're kind of pink. There's one. You call that pink, I guess. So it's pink and purple. I don't know what the devs are trying to say. This is another new one. This is a Death Mage. Their main things are they hit you with Boulder Training, and also this core lost soul thing. They can summon. It's kind of this. It's like a green spiritual thing that sort of runs around, and when the next enemy dies, it'll bring it back to life at full health. So that can be really annoying. We can't really run to our kill hole yet because it's just gonna get blown up. We'll check on Trog's hand. And there's a Demonologist, so this is getting ugly because it can start summoning fiends. What do? This might be the time for us to try emulation. Let's do it. We're going to put on our ring of extra fire resistance. We'll take off the evasion, so we're not vulnerable to cold. So now we have, if I use the percent key, we have 2 points of fire resistance, and this will be fun, maybe, or we'll die a fiery, exciting death. So either way, it should be good. We want to read our scroll of emulation. Do we really want to? Yes, game. We really want to. He just shot a crystal spear at me. It missed us. Okay. So now we're immolated. There's a Master Archer. He's the Blade Master equivalent. He's not fast, but he shoots. That's not right. But that's not true of his bow. I feel like he can have a melee weapon as well, maybe. I guess that's something that the devs are still ironing out in this new feature. He also can't see invis. So for both Blade Masters and Master Archers, invis means that they can't see you. For most of the other scary elves, they can. You can see. It's only the Blade Master and the Master Archer who can't see us. All these other ones can. Okay. Ball of Lightning. What's happening here is I'm getting ready to potentially read a score of Blinking and just get the hell out of here. If this demonologist summons something, a fiend or something scary, I'm just gonna bail the hell out of here. Or if I eat a crystal sphere or something from that dude, I am blinking out. It's another demonologist. No, another annihilator, sorry. Okay, we're ready for some fireworks. Boom. Emulation. And now we have this whole fiery death pit that the elves have to walk over to get to us. You know what? Let's go again. That was fun. Let's read another one. Half read emulation. Yep, let's do it. Oh, things are still exploding. We'll start. As they're walking into the fire, they're dying and they're just exploding. Do we want to walk in? No, we'll wait here. They can come to us. We've finished our manual axes and toss it away. Let's turn axes off. You'll see that from my training, pretty much the whole game, we've kind of trained the same skills. For a fighter like this, it's fairly standard. You train your weapon skill up quickly, that's your most important thing, and then the fighting, the armor, the dodging, potentially shields, you just go all game. If we had a normal size shield where the penalty was eliminated at 15, we'd probably turn it off here. But because we're using a large shield, we'll keep going till at least 26, but we'll probably just leave it on all game. Summoned a Balrog. Balrog is not that scary. It just does fire type things, and since we've got 2 pips of fire resistance at the moment, we're not that worried. We just shoot some acid in or something like that and get some water to explode. Boom. You hear a sizzling sound. That was the lost soul thing. Something assumes the form of the deep elf master archer and becomes anchored to this world. He's a ghostly deep elf master archer. There you go. So it's not like that thing is actually resurrecting, it's becoming it. Creepy. So I hope you're seeing why emulation is actually amazing. What happened there? Something hit us. Didn't hurt that much. Let's step back so we don't have 3 annihilators crystal spearing us at once. We just reflected an iron shot because shields are OP. Well, actually, I noticed that it looks like we've killed all of the elementalists, so now that we can, because our kill hole won't be killed. Just reflecting things. Let's run back here. And we can kill them like this. Our Trog's hands run out. Make sure that doesn't happen to you against one of these guys. Maybe. And we can just fight them one at a time in here. There we go. That was fun. Emulation is really good. That's why you should carry your emulation scrolls around. We'll put our evasion ring back on. I was hoping I could do a similar sort of thing in Orc, because you can sometimes get really massive Orc vaults with millions of Orcs in, and that's really fun. Here we go, we're in the treasure vault. There might be one in this room. There's sometimes a couple of Orcs, a couple of Elves hanging around inside here. Yeah. We'll shut the door and we're going to put Shrug's hand on because we don't want to get abyssed. More banishes. That is an executioner. The demon, its thing is that it's very fast and it can hit twice. It seems like the devs are kind of... No, not really. I think basically executioners have 3 attacks per turn, and that's if they're not hasted. So they get a whole bunch of not that hard attacks. So for a character with AC, they don't really hurt that much. If you're a mage, they hurt you a lot. As I say, they don't hurt very much. It's like killing me. Alright, change of plan. Well, no. The demonologist is nearly dead. We've used our acid. Let's shoot a wand of lightning. There we go. And because our Trog's hand's running out, we're going to re-put it on. What happened? Did you just walk around the corner? Yeah, you did. One more. Okay. I think we have now done elf. We have. Awesome. Let's drop that book and the other books that we're carrying. And we can have bonfire. As if we hadn't had enough fire already. We can try on the yellow rings because they're just normal rings. They're not going to have any crazy bad properties. There's a ring of protection from fire, which is good to have. I'm going to drop the sling ring because, as we've discussed, sling is OP and I don't need it. This one is a cursed ring of teleportation. Done with that. We have a glowing plate armor. We'll test this because it could be glowing. No, we won't test it. I was going to say it could be a glowing plate of poison resist, but our poison resist ring will be preferable anyway, because any poison armor won't be as enchanted as +8 almost certainly. And then most spiders, in fact pretty much everything in Spider's Nest can't see invis, so having invisible on this poison ring would be good anyway. Let's drop this teleport ring. We have some artifact boots. What are we wearing now? A +2 pair. Let's ID this. A -1 pair of boots of RLEC, RCRN +4. So it's kind of like saying, because we currently have a +2 pair of boots, it's kind of like saying, do you think 3 AC is worth RLEC, RC, RN in +4? The in +4 is totally irrelevant. The RN is mostly irrelevant. We already have one. When we're wearing our protection of cold, we already have one RC. And then RLEC We have what? 3 potions of resistance. So if we really need it in a pinch, we can get it. So I'm going to say we don't need those boots. A shimmering ice dragon scales. Interesting. So that's an artifact ice dragon armor. We're not going to try that because ice armor is quite light. If we were a mage, we'd try it. Could be cool. We can try this. A ring of protection from magic. Very good to have generally. Not so important for us because we can Trog's Hand. I'm gonna carry it anyway, in case there's something that we really, really, really don't want to happen to us. We can have the ring and Trog's Hand. Put on P. Ring of Stealth. Nope. I'm using capital P to put on all these rings, by the way. An artifact ring, but no more identity scrolls, so we'll just carry that with us for now. And an artifact chainmail, which I'll carry and test out too. There's a cool axe here, by the way. It's the Wrath of Trog. In practice, unless this star rage means random rage, check it out. What that does is it gives you berserkitis, so you can randomly go berserk in combat. Basically, you use this axe when you know you want to go berserk anyway. Otherwise, it's not so good. It's a battle axe though, so we can't wear it with our shield. But maybe you could have. Cool, and that was Elf. No rune here, but we got a bunch of cool stuff. We got a few rings, we got a ring of our poison. We maybe have a cool chain now. I'm gonna say that it's not gonna be as good as this plate now, but you never know. We also found a wand of hasting. Our wand of acid's run out, but I know there's another one somewhere. Yeah, there's one right here. Yeah, I'm not afraid of elves anymore. We already came to their home and evicted them. We'll draw up this one and pick up a new one. Maybe at some point will I do that in the future. Cool. So now we've done that and we found our ring of our poison, I'm going to stop focusing fighting and focus evocation so we can start using that invis. Let's put it on. We now have our poison and we will capital G go to Spider Nest 1 because we have our poison on. We have it on ready to fight this short-sighted venom. That was clairvoyant. Go. Go. Okay. Spider's Nest. The whole thing about Spider's Nest is that individual spiders aren't so dangerous, but you are very likely to get swarmed by things. As an axe user who can cleave, it's really not that dangerous. These things are scary a little bit because they can bite for up to 19 damage, and if it beats armor, cause confusion. They can confuse you, and it doesn't matter what your MR is. The Trog's Hand doesn't help us. But I didn't know this, but it actually has to pierce your armor to get you. So someone who's got a fair bit of armor, and I imagine you would too, not so threatening. These things are potentially very threatening, but not right now. As in, their whole thing is that they make you potentially, but more importantly, other monsters in their line of sight go berserk. If it's something that was already threatening and they're now zerking, it's going to be a bad time. Jumping spiders, not that threatening. Not now, we've already got one rune, we've already done elf. We're pretty strong. But if it were, say, an Emperor Scorpion, which is something we'd fight on later levels, zerked, those guys are bad. Very bad. Also, they... Am I frozen? No. They potentially zerk you when they hit you, not just if you can see them. Let's do the ring. MR in +5. That's better than just a ring of MR. Even though really the int doesn't do anything for us, but strictly speaking it's better. A Wand of Confusion. We'll drop that because it does the exact same thing that our Wand of Paralysis will do. Here's a really annoying spider. All of spiders. These guys shoot... One, they're really fast and they run away from you. But two, they shoot orbs of destruction at you that do a lot of damage. We have a reflection shield, so we can probably reflect them, can we? No, we can't. That one actually barely hurts at all. They can do a lot of damage. Yeah, as shown there. If you ever find 2 or 3 of those at a time, be careful. If need be, you can always dig a kill hole in spider if you have a digging wand. Okay, here's one of the really... I think this is maybe the stupidest enemy in the game. It's an entropy wheel. It's fast, so you can't run away from it. It can hit 4 times per turn, and it's this thing, Entropic Weave. It is a smite target, so no direct line of fire required. A smite targeted corrosion. So this enemy corrodes you, so you start taking damage from everything. It's hitting you 4 times per turn. Because you're corroded, your weapon does less damage. You can't run from it because it's fast. And even if you teleport away from it, you then potentially land somewhere else on the level, surrounded by other dangerous enemies, and you're still corroded. So what the hell do you do against these things? One thing you do, capital P, is we can put our ring of resist corrosion on. But that only stops 50%, stops at 50% of the time. So still get corroded. Corrosion -4. Hooray. This is such a silly enemy. Okay. If you get unlucky and you don't have any form of resist corrosion, it can be... You can spend maybe 2 or 3 turns in line of sight trying to walk around a corner and you already be corroded -1 million. It can be really bad. But anyway, while it's these random packs of spiders, we can just cleave them all. We want deaths. We should be able to, now we have our poison, work our way through spiders' nests fairly handily. If we want, we can A for abilities, break invis. Not that we need it here, but I just wanted to show you. And so pretty much all spiders can't see invis. So if you have some form of invis, that's pretty much win spiders' nest ability. Tab, tab, tab. Remember to be confident. Let's do the chainmail. +2 chainmail. Rubbish. And we'll go down. What? Oh. Play Ghost. Fish Serve. XP. He's only yellow. Oh, but he has a weapon of distortion. Okay. So we're going to walk away from him. We're starting to get strong enough where the abyss wouldn't bother us that much, but we'd still rather not go if we can help it. Should be over here somewhere. Let's see if I can get some boys in arms to take care of him. Here he comes. That 12 snail is slowing us. What sort of species is he? An ogre. So it's going to have a lot of HP, not much AC. And we're slow. Perfect time to dig a kill hole. Can he see in Biz? No. And in fact, this is amazing. It can hit for up to 37 damage. Having that on a ghost is great because you usually had absolutely no idea. Okay, cool. So he can't see invis. So I'm gonna go invis. And because ghosts are intelligent and intelligent monsters can kind of guess where you are, you still could hit me with that distortion weapon. So I'm gonna summon a brother in arms and see if he can just kill everything for me. Get him. Okay, my troll got blinked. Let's go again. Go. Go. I'm going to shoot acid. Because we don't want to hit enter and potentially hit our troll behind him, we're going to hit full stop, which says we want just that tile. Got him. Brothers in arms. Good ability. Okay, now that my trolls are gone, you can see here I'm contaminated, which is a leftover of my invis. I'm just going to wait for that to go. If I want to invis again now, and I did that while contaminated, I'd get even more contaminated. And if I contaminate myself enough, one, the invis won't work because I'll be glowing. But two, if you get at least yellow contamination, you then will get mutations. Most likely bad mutations when that gets released. This is a Ring of Sea Invis. That's very good to have. Particularly in Spider, there's one type of enemy that's always invisible, which is a really annoying enemy. So we'll put our resistance from poison on. If you have, there's our evocations to 50%, yep, we'll turn off and we'll focus fighting again. If you have a Ring of Invis, please don't walk around with it on. I see so many players that I don't know why, but they walk around with an Invis ring on. Let's have a look. If you remember this number in brackets here next to time, showing the length of your last ability. If we were right now to capital P, put on our Ring of Sea Invis, swap it for our Evasion Ring. It takes one turn. It's a fast action to change rings. There's no reason to walk around with Sea Invis on. If you have it and something Invis comes, it takes you one turn to switch. Entropy Weaver. It's kind of like this. There's very little reason to walk around with a corrosion ring on. If we see one, it takes us one turn. One turn to put it on. Magic. We have no use for magic at all. These guys, they run away. If you get a whole bunch of them, it's like playing a game of tag. The one you run at will run away and the others will sit there and try to shoot you. What scrolls could this be? Backslash hyphen. It could be acquirement, brand weapon, silence or torment. Silence is something that's quite valuable, we don't want to waste. Brand weapon we don't really want to use because we like freezing. Acquirement would be good, torment would be bad. So I'm going to hang on to this. Do I have an ID? I do. I can see what it is. Brand weapon. I'm going to hold that until I find... Is there a broad axe somewhere? There is. Okay. Let's check it out. Where am I? Ah, here's... Wow, he got us. But he was blending in. He's almost the exact same color as the ground here. Okay. This broad axe is curse -2. Okay. Never mind. There's another one for 40 gold. Try that one. Attack barehanded. No. Yes. This one is not cursed. Alright. After raid. Brand weapon. Broad axe. Protection. We don't want that. Protection is, it's kind of in a weird place right now. It used to be that wielding a weapon of protection would give you a flat 5 points of AC. So it was really good if you were a mage because you could just walk around with it. You have a lot more AC than your rogue would probably give you none. Or 1 or 2. Spider's Nest. The $sign means I go to the deepest floor. Did I see any of that one? Cool. Let's see if I can just hammer out Spider's Nest before the end of this video. Okay. Emperor Scorpions are heavily armored. They hit you pretty hard and they do poison damage. We do a lot of damage. We have a lot of AC and poison resistance, so we're not that afraid of them. They also don't see invis. What? Oh, it's a snare. They don't see invis, so if you need to, you can always invis them. They're mainly dangerous if they're a monster of wrath around. You feel you're being watched by something. Okay, that's the ghost moth. People put on our see invis ring. And there it is. These guys are did it show it? Here, you feel your power leaking away. So they have a kind of a, I guess it's a field that they drain your mana. So you watch as I fight it, my mana will go to 0. Which if you're a mage, it's really dangerous. Especially because they're fast, so you can't run from them. And you suddenly can't use your mana to kill them. It's like an anti-mage enemy. Oh god, that's 4 orb spiders. Let's not fight them out there. The thing is, I don't know if... No, I think they're all trapped over on the other side of the world. How am I going to do this? Oh my god. Okay, well they just... No. Okay. You could just do this. And then just say, to hell with it. If that's no fun, there might be treasure there. I'll get rid of these. Two of them combined then. There's no treasure. It's just an annoying thing to piss us off. Alright. Let's quaff a flight potion and get over there. Oh my god. Who designed this? Also, little areas like this where you have to cross deep water and stuff to get to, there usually should always be a hatch. Because if our flight ran out and we had no more flight potions or no more teleport scrolls, we would starve to death here. So that is... yeah, we'll do it. That is a dev oversight. I should report that. Oh. Because as well, I'm pretty sure if you read a teleport scroll somewhere in this level, you could end up here on this island. You'd be stuck there. I won't actually report it because I'm lazy. Someone should report that. Take this video. Tell someone. Okay, spider 4. Last one. Spider 4 is just... it's not really anything different, it's just more spiders. There's often an end vault that will have a whole bunch of, say, Emperor Scorpions, a Ghost Moths, and sometimes a Moth of Ras. That's bad because then you have a whole bunch of Zerking dudes. The other dangerous thing on this floor is often you can see Spark Wasps. They're an electric enemy. If you see them, you'll probably want to quaff a potion of resistance. Moth of Wrath on its own isn't a threat. More weak. We can drop this lignification now actually, now that we have some form of poison resistance. Then we'll put on our... is this corrosion rune? Against the entropy wheel. And I think we might be done. No, we're not. I'm gonna Shift X and E exclusion this door. See, even with the arc corrosion, I'm -8 corrosion. How is that even a thing? I don't know. We'll explore the rest of the level before we walk in that door. Which was that. Okay. Shift X, Control E gets rid of it. And we'll just let them come to us. We could always kill hole. It's a similar sort of thing, so it's the stone walls inside that you can't kill hole, but we could have set a kill hole up beforehand. Or if there are lots of spiders, we can run back and make one. Okay, there's that room that we were just talking about. And we're being watched, so we're going to put our Control P, we're going to put on our Ring of Sea Embers. God, they hurt so much. And we got a great mace, thanks Shrug. Similar thing, I'm going to exclude this door if I can get to it. There we go. And we'll do the rest of it first. Okay. So what's going to be in here? This is the most common spider sort of fault ending. You have a little room like this. So things we're worried about, spark wasps. If we see one, we will drink resistance. If there's a Moth of Wrath and it circs a whole bunch of Emperor Scorpions, we'll be worried. There's also probably going to be a Ghost Moth or two. So first things first, we will, because most of this won't be able to see invis, we will invis. A is our ability menu. You fail, you fail. Apparently this is 50% chance. That's 4, 5, 6. Took us 7 goes at 50%. Okay. I'm full piety, why not? We'll summon a bro in arms and we'll open the door. Okay. No, there's a Moth of Wrath, but thankfully it's at the front, so my troll got it. That was the main danger here. If that Moth of Wrath got all these Emperor Scorpions, we are fighting another... Okay, we'll just put our Invis ring on. Okay, switch back to the evasion. It's just 1 turn for an extra 5 evasion. Even no more reason to have seen this. And we're at 40 minutes, so let's wrap this up. Bit of speed tabbing. Boom! Grab the rune. Done.